Welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at the Klaris XT12 GT Pro. Let's check it out. This is everything that comes with the Klaris XT12 GT Pro. Give you a look at the box here. Nothing really on the back, just talks about the dual tail switch. This is the holster it comes with, pretty typical holster. Velcro for the flap on the front. The belt attachment on the back is Velcro, plastic D-ring. Pretty heavy duty nylon though. Not terrible. Your USB Type A to Type C charging cable. In this bag is some spare O-rings and your lanyard. Here is an 18650 or CR123 battery adapter. Here is your owner's manual and of course the flashlight itself. But let's put all this off to the side here and let me give you guys a nice close-up of the Klaris XT12 GT Pro. That is a mouthful. And while you guys are checking this out, let's start talking about some of these features. So it has a maximum output of 1600 lumens, but it has an 850 meter throw. That's a pretty decent throw for a single LED here. And that LED is a luminous SFT40 with a color temperature of about 6500 Kelvin. So the beam here is going to be a cool white temperature. There's 4 cyclable lighting modes plus SOS and strobe, and those modes are controlled with dual tail switches. It also has 2 user modes, a tactical mode and an outdoor mode. The body's made of aluminum and has a Type 3 hard anodized finish with a stainless steel striking bezel. It ships with the Klaris branded 5000 mAh 3.6 volt 21700. That can be charged right through the USB Type-C charging port on the flashlight itself, or it can be slot charged if you have an external slot charger. And with this 21700, the maximum runtime on the XT12 GT Pro is 288 hours, but that's on low. And that battery sits on dual springs. It has a 4-level LED battery indicator, and that LED also glows red when you're charging and green when it's fully charged. It has a waterproof rating of IPX8. The X means the dust proofing wasn't tested, and the 8 means it's submersible in up to 6 feet of water. And it also comes with a 5-year warranty. And the quality here is typical Klaris quality. It feels absolutely fantastic in my hands. You can see the knurling right there in the middle of the body gives us some nice grip. And the only other major thing I didn't mention is this split ring pocket clip right here that is removable. But this pocket clip is a lens down pocket clip only and can't be reversed. So who exactly is the Klaris XT12 GT Pro for? It's designed for search and rescue, campers, self-defense, law enforcement, military, and some tactical applications. And in my opinion, it's not an everyday carry flashlight. Some of you guys might disagree with me, but I think it's just too big for EDC. And those dimensions are 171.2 millimeters in length, a head diameter of 45.2 millimeters, and a body diameter of 27.5 millimeters. And according to my weight test, it comes in at 246 grams. That's 8.7 ounces. And yes, I did weigh it with the battery in it. All right, so let's talk about the lumens and runtime here. Let's start at low. 10 lumens has a runtime of 288 hours, 1058 candela, and has a range of 65 meters. Medium is 100 lumens, runtime of 27 hours, 9233 candela, with a range of 192 meters. That's pretty nice. High is 500 lumens, runtime of 6 hours, 40,000 candela, and a range of 400 meters. And then our maximum turbo, 1600 lumens, 2 hours and 45 minutes of runtime, 160,000 candela with a range of 850 meters. Now that's pretty decent. The mode spacing here I really like. 10, 100, 500, 1600. That's set up exactly the way I like it for a tactical flashlight, especially if it's only 1600 lumens. That's very nice mode spacing to me. But that 2 hours and 45 minute runtime on turbo, I'm sort of doubting. And I will test turbo a little bit later on when I do my heat and turbo test. Then you can see maximum 1600 lumens in strobe, and the latest thing is giving us a very low lumen SOS. I've been seeing a lot of flashlights do this lately. I'm not really sure why, but I want to see a higher lumen SOS. Yes, I get it, the low lumen SOS will save some battery life, but if I am in trouble and I have to use SOS, I want people to be able to see it. So I'm not saying give us a 1600 lumen SOS. Let's cut that in half. How about 800 lumens? Just something a little bit brighter. Then you can see the 1 meter drop test rating and the IPX8 IP rating. Now let's quickly go over the UI. Right now it's in tactical mode. So The on-off power button right there, if you want to give it a half press, that is our momentary on and release to turn it off. Or long press it in fully where it clicks. There is our constant on. And then the mode switch right here, which is a pedal switch, which I really like here. You can see it starts on turbo and goes backwards because I have it in tactical mode. And that's basically how the flashlight ships. So there is turbo, high, medium, and low. From either on or off, I'll turn it off. If you press and hold that mode button, there's your strobe, and that works from either on or off. And when it's off, if you press and hold for under 2 seconds, it is a momentary strobe, but if you hold it for more than 2 seconds, right there, let it go, stays on. And there is no button combination lockout here. If you want to lock this flashlight out, you just have to give the tail switch a little twist right there, locked out. And for this next thing, I had to grab the user manual because I can't get this flashlight to change modes. It shows right here what to do, where I have to press and hold the mode switch down for 5 seconds and then hit the power button, and then it'll go into program mode. I just can't get it to work. And I had this problem once before with Klaris flashlights where I was trying to go by the user manual and I tried something else and it worked. I tried that exact same thing and it still doesn't work for me, so I'm just gonna move on. Klaris, I think you just have to be a little bit more straightforward because I'm not really understanding what this means here. You guys want to see what I'm talking about, go ahead and pause the screen. But I'm done trying to figure this out. I'm going to move on to the heat and turbo test here. All right, now it's time for my not so scientific heat and turbo test. Here I let the flashlight run for 2 minutes and I'll take the temperature at the head and the body after 1 minute and then after 2 minutes. And after 1 minute, the head was about 94.2 degrees Fahrenheit and the body was 93.7. So that's still fairly manageable. No need for gloves or anything like that with those temperatures, but at 2 minutes, the head rose to 105 degrees. It's still not bad. I've seen much worse. And after 2 minutes, the body rose to 101 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's getting a little warm, but gloves are not needed. And after I ran my turbo test for 2 minutes, I'll put on the screen right now when turbo started to step down and when it ended that step down. All right, here I am in my side yard. It looks a little bit brighter out here than what it is. It's right around 9 p.m. I like to do the beam tests right around this time anyways. I don't like it when it's completely pitch black, just so you guys get a nice idea of what this beam can do. So as soon as I turn it on, it's going to go right to turbo, and check that out. Check out that beam. So I'll put up a distance between me and that tree right there. It's like somebody shooting in the background. Let's sweep across, hit that barn over there. I'll put up that distance. And check out that beam profile, guys. You can see that very intense hotspot right there in the center, and it almost looks like it has a secondary hotspot surrounding it. And then that nice crispy outer perimeter. Check that out. You guys can see that. And then let's go to, that's turbo. There's high. Hold on, mosquito on my elbow. It's just that time of year. There's medium. That's 100 lumens. High was 500 lumens. See that? And then there's low. So that 10 lumen low, I mean, maybe good for just walking around a campsite at night, maybe not disturbing anybody if that's what your intentions are. But other than that, I just don't see a need for that low. Turbo might be too intense for most applications unless you're really using this for search and rescue, or if you're a hunter searching for something, you can see this is going to do the job very nicely. So let's move to our next location right now. So how does the Claris XT12 GT Pro survive in a pretty flooded market of throwing flashlights? By being only 85 bucks, that's how. I think that is a fantastic price for this flashlight. 1600 lumens, 850 meters of throw. You guys saw that beam test. This thing is no joke. I didn't see a hint of green in that beam. The luminous SFT 40s at 6500 Kelvin are sort of green tint free, and I was really looking for it. And yeah, there is nothing here at all. Not even in those lower levels, so that is very nice. And I have to say, I really do enjoy Claris's dual tail switch design here with the rubberized on-off button and this pedal switch right here, which activates the modes. It's very comfortable. I like it. The only problem with this design is you can't tail stand it, but with a flashlight like this, I can probably see why they wouldn't have it tail stand. It's not really that type of flashlight, but I can make the argument that every flashlight should tail stand just to hit on the ceiling and bounce that light everywhere if you guys are indoors. So to me, that's a slight negative, but the trade-off is a pretty awesome dual tail switch design here. Just feels like a very high quality flashlight. And this bezel right here, let me autofocus this for you guys so you can see it. This bezel right here is pretty aggressive. Check that out. That is pretty nasty. Also, I sort of wish they tested the dust proofing here. I know it's just an X, and usually when I see an X with an 8, it sort of goes hand in hand. If it's waterproof and submersible up to 6 feet, it should be dust proof, but not 100% of the time. So I sort of wish they tested that dust proofing here. Another thing I really like is how they give you the battery adapter here to change out from 18650 CR123A batteries. And there's other batteries that can fit inside there. So I like that they give you this battery adapter if you run out of battery juice right here in this 21700. But overall, another solid flashlight. Search and rescue, campers, hikers, hunters should really take another look at this. It's not an everyday carry flashlight, but with this pocket clip, put it on the outside of your backpack, your loadout bag, just throw it in the trunk of your car, in the glove compartment. It'll fit nice there. In fact, that's where a lot of my larger flashlights end up, either in the glove compartment or the center console where I rest my elbow. But once again, at 85 bucks, do I recommend this light? Absolutely. At 85 bucks, this is definitely a recommendation. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the Claris XT12 GT Pro? If you want to check this out for yourself, I will have links down below in my description box. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!